home. Bill, my wife wants to own a home by a lake in New Hampshire. That's fucking awesome. I'm trying to convince her that it's cheaper to just rent a sick house every summer for a couple of weeks instead of paying $15,000 a year in taxes on top of the mortgage. Help me sort out this business, please. Go fuck yourself. Well, what I would say is, you can rent out your house, your summer house. This is what I would do. Okay, I would buy that house on the lake, and then I would just rent the whole fucking thing out. And then whenever I wanted to go, I would rent some other place. You know what I mean? And this is how I'm weird, because I wouldn't want to go into a place that I owned knowing that everybody fucked in my bed. I would rather go to a place knowing that a bunch of people fucked in somebody else's bed. It makes no sense. What you should do is buy it and then rent it out. I mean, buying property is always great. However, if you're having a rough time, like I'm a big believer in paying down your first house. You should really pay that thing down and get it under control before you go and get a summer house. And I do know that in relationships, when it comes to money, there's usually one person understands it and the other person doesn't understand it, and they want everything yesterday, and you might be a little more conservative, which is what you sound like. So, I would just sit down and just say, look, first of all, you're in a great position because it doesn't sound like she can just go out and pull the trigger herself. So I just say, listen, I definitely want to do that, but we need to pay down this house a little bit, or if we can't afford it, let's buy it, and then we'll rent the thing out all the weekends that we're not going to be there. I think there's definitely a smart way to do it. But I would just sit down and write out all the points that you want to make, and then draw a smiley face. This is what I do when I'm being a smart person, because I know how short a fuse I have. And I write all this shit out, everything that I want to say and all that stuff, and then I draw a smiley face reminding me to not lose my temper, reminding me that other people are entitled to have different opinions, and and not to be a cunt. I didn't do that a couple days ago and ended up having a big stupid fight over the bathroom sink. I'd gone on the road and it had started to clog up. And I didn't have time to fucking fix it. But, we had Drano. So I figured, my wife would fucking handle it. And I come home to brush my teeth and I turn it on. And within fucking 2 seconds, it's already filling up. There's a puddle. It's completely backed up. And, it's usual shit. Usual shit in a relationship. You say to somebody else, did you notice? No, I didn't notice. And in your head, you're like, how the fuck did you not notice this shit? But what I learned in that argument is I have to understand that there's shit that she's looking at me at about, like, how the fuck do you not notice it? And it's just because I'm just not wired like that. And that's why you get married. Hopefully you're a yin and a yang. I finally said it right. I didn't say yin and yang. I said yin. Y-I-N. I think that's the first time publicly I've ever said it right. They're going to be good at the shit that you're not good at. And I actually had a great day with Nia yesterday. Like, I didn't do shit for once, and we just hung out all day. And, we watched some movies and shit. We made a little bit of food. And I always forget that every once in a while, you got to hang out with each other rather than just being roommates, to remind yourselves, like, oh, yeah, that's right. We actually really love each other. I forgot about that shit. And I don't, the amount of times I've had to fucking learn that. If you get married, you really start doing the math, like, dude, fuck this shit. I don't need anything. I will literally give her everything. I will fucking just give you fucking everything. And I will walk out with the shirt on my fucking back and I will start all over again. Like, I think that that's the way to fucking do it. And just walk down the street after it like Johnny fucking Appleseed. And, because I really think you just get into having all of this fucking stuff. But if you just let go of all of it, then you don't have it. I think getting divorced could be a really light feeling. This is how far I went over an argument over a clogged up sink before I came to my senses. I was walking down the street with a stick with a bandana and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in it. Then I was just finally like, what am I doing? You know? Stop being a fucking idiot. All right, let's get to some advertising here.